Finally, Tesla Model 3 is coming to Europe, and I don't mean they're shipping a few models just to put on a showroom floor. I mean they just open the configurator for people to start configuring and buying their Model 3s in Europe. There are quite a few things to talk about. There are a couple of other little details that are coming out as well. So let's talk about it all coming up next.
Taking over the world, electrifying the world, E4 Electric!
Welcome to E4 Electric, your number one source of unbiased electric car news. If this is your first time here, welcome. There's a subscribe button down there. If you click on it, it's free, but that way you won't miss anything moving forward. So let's talk about this. I know a lot of my European viewers have been, waiting for a really long time, over 2 years now. And finally, Tesla had opened the configurator for you guys to configure it in Europe. And actually, delivery dates looks like they're in February, depending on where in Europe you're at. But it looks like most of the countries, they are definitely releasing that. Now, the range that they are announcing is a little bit higher, and I know it's on WLTP. It's 544 miles, but even if you convert that to EPA in miles, I'm sorry, I screwed up. That's not miles. I don't know if you noticed, I'm a little sick today, so this may be a bit the Advil cold talking, but kilometers. And you know what? I'm going to just take it off. There you go. 544 kilometers. If you transfer that to miles, it's still higher than the official EPA range here in the US, which a lot of people said were very, very conservative. But you guys are getting this, and now right now they're only going to be selling the more expensive ones, which is all-wheel drive, a regular, a long range, and of course a performance, and that's what you can configure for now. And that's I can't wait. I can't wait because there's just the different countries have different incentives. Obviously, I want to know what happens with Norway, because I know you guys are going to kick butt. Now, of course, the reason they are now opening this up and waited for all this time is because the U.S. Federal tax incentives are going to be cut in half. Now, they're not going away, but it's about I don't know, 5 to 10% of the price of the car. So all of the models, Model 3 here that are spoken for to be delivered this year, it's pretty much done. So therefore, Tesla is going to be selling these cars outside of the United States, and that was a pretty smart strategy, I would say. I know people will have to wait, but as we all know right now, all they care about is making money, staying profitable, and producing more of these cars. Now, let's talk about charging, because that's changing as well in Europe. Before that, I want to remind you guys that this show and this channel is sponsored by Climate Exchange, a nonprofit organization that's moving all of us to a low carbon economy. And they are raffling off not one, not two, but 3 brand new Teslas on the New Year's Day. And they're only selling no more than 4,000 tickets, so your chances are pretty damn good. You can look in the description of this video for the link where you can buy them. They are $250, and unfortunately, you can only buy them if you live here in the United States. They make great holiday gifts for your friends, family, even your employees. And not only you're kind of giving them a sort of a chance to donate on their behalf to a great cause, but also a chance to win an awesome brand new Tesla. So anyway, description of this video has that link. But let's go back to the Model 3 expanding and now being sold in Europe. Let's talk about charging. Now, this time around, Tesla is definitely going with CCS, and this is the charging port that you can see that they've released the pictures of. For Europe, they're also saying that they will retrofit their superchargers in Europe to be able to kind of have both. This is the standard that it looks like everyone's moving towards. I know here in the United States, Tesla still has its own configuration, but I have a feeling they're going to be also moving to CCS at some point and retrofitting their superchargers here, because it's just kind of taking over. Now, I know it's the ugliest of them all, and if you've ever seen the actual charging handles, they're bulky. It kind of has 2 parts in it. But it is what it is. I'm just kind of rooting for one standard at this point. So It's cool that they're doing this in Europe. I can't wait for them to do it here in the United States. We do have an Electrify America and EVgo expanding their fast charging networks. So hopefully that will also be sort of a reason for Tesla maybe move a little bit forward to that. Actually, let me know in the comment section which standard would you prefer, and would you even prefer one standard, or would you much happier to have quite a few of them that we have right now, 3 or 4 really. So that'll be quite interesting. Now I cannot wait for this because again, let's see how Norway does. Let's see what the sales are in the countries and regions where there's a heavy great incentives, and somewhere the incentives are not as great. Because that really kind of will give us a good glimpse in the future. And really, in the next year, United States, now that we're having the tax credit being cut in half, and after that, another 6 months cut in half again, can this Model 3 walk on its own? I mean, I think Model S and Model X are safe because it's a much higher priced car, but for a more affordable luxury car, this could be a problem. Remember when the incentives were taken away in Hong Kong and Tesla's sales kind of crapped out? Well, I hope it doesn't happen here. And again, we're just talking about Model 3, and they are selling the more expensive version there right now. Let's see what happens. I mean, I just feel so excited because we kind of feel like we had a mini revolution here in the U.S. and Canada, and now it's coming to in Europe, and I really think that it's going to do very, very well over there. Let me know if you're one of the reservation holders. Let me know if you already got your email. Let me know what you're looking forward to, and or maybe you already canceled your reservation. Let me know if you maybe regret that, or maybe you want to jump back in. Obviously, all of those comments are welcome. I will keep my eye on the story. Other than that, see you guys next time, and remember to stay charged.